Yeah. Okay. Batrider banned out now.
That would make sense against the Abaddon as well. With the Abaddon ban, if they wanted to go for
Yeah.
Batrider.
They were giving up to go with Batrider. I think it's most popular in the mid lane though, and they already have a Kunkka. Kunkka is flex to position 1 sometimes. Very rarely do we see it in 3, but I think a lot of time it's just run mid unless you're forced to put something else in the mid lane and then run it position 1. So I don't know. I think both teams are kind of getting into their own heads a little bit, but I haven't been following the region enough to really be a proper judge of that. All right, minute and 20 seconds left. Maybe we talk about what picks come next to help round these drafts out. Get rid of the Temper Saw next, so
They just banned
I
out all their
believe,
heroes, basically.
yeah, they did. I think they'll probably take Tidehunter here if they're getting rid of the Temper Saw as well.
Yeah.
Dyer's turn to pick.
Okay,
Go for
Snapfire.
Snapfire.
Good hero
Not
that
what I was
synergizes with the
expecting.
Tide for sure. So it's not off the table quite yet.
Yeah, we have a
APU
lot of
could pick it
minus
up
armor
themselves
between
though.
those right now.
Not bad.
Mhm. Yep, and they do the next 2 picks. They gotta reveal a little bit more about their draft. We'll figure out where the
10
Death Prop and the Weaver are going. Because again, this is a hero that is flex. I mean, you run DP in position 4 and 5 sometimes. They go Mars, and they go Bane.
Okay. So the Tide Weaver is really strong. Mars Weaver also very strong. So they grab
Mhm.
themselves like a really great offlane duo here if that's where they want to take it. Hokori still could go for the Tide Hunter. It's not bad.
10 seconds
But
Yeah.
Mars pretty good at dealing with the hero. You just kind of trap him inside the arena and
5
you can't really do anything because you don't really build BKB on the Tide Hunter. So
Yeah, it's like a step right up, everyone. Take a look at this Tidehunter we have inside our cage.
I like
I
that.
don't know. You don't prevent the Ravage from coming out, though, is the only issue. I think Tidehunter is even more value up against the Bane here. I'd say just go for it.
Yeah, I agree. Very good against the Bane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, reasonable disable at that point. You've got good kill potential with the Snapfire and the Tidehunter. Yeah, pick the Tidehunter, Hokori. I'm
It really
begging
comes
you.
down to what Vitali wants to play because he doesn't like play a lot of like very standard heroes, right? Like I think
Look,
it's
they did the non-standard thing last time. You saw the Monkey King and the Mars supports on Hokori in the previous game, and they just did not scale at all.
no.
Dyer's ban.
Oh, this makes sense. Dude,
No, it
all
doesn't.
right. Yeah, it does. Beastmaster is like one of the best lane counters in the game to a Bane. It's actually unplayable as a Bane.
Yeah, but you're also playing it into a Mars, and it's not amazing against that hero. Mars is just super good at controlling up your entire flock.
Yeah, but you got Snapfire Beastmaster, a really strong offlane duo, and this Bane is a non-factor. So your
Yeah.
safe lane carry pool is super limited now. And they've already banned out Phantom Lancer, which is one of the best heroes. Happen to be banned out by APU.
10
They can get rid of the
seconds.
Phantom Assassin. This is sick. I like this pick a lot.
Yeah. PA, of course, one of the better heroes at killing boars, being able to throw the dagger and like quickly jump off onto them. And you can get a lot of XP really quickly by killing the boars.
Yeah. I always forget about Beastmaster. I don't know why. He's like one of my best offlane heroes.
I would have preferred to see Lycan. I mean, the logic here is that they don't have any AoE.
Yeah. Lycan would have been sick. Just run the summons at the Bane. You
Mhm.
do lack control, though, if you run Lycan, don't you?
What do you mean? You've got Ogre
guess you
Magic,
got-
Kunkka, Snapfire. You got tons
yeah.
of control.
Lifestealer ban. Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, if they run this Weaver in position 1, the Roar as a hard lockdown would be pretty good. I guess they're just concerned about the Lifestealer ban makes sense because it's really good against the Mars and the
10
Death Prophet, and it's okay against the Weaver as well. But against the Bane, it's not amazing. The Fiend's Grip just like completely counters out the hero.
Dude, they could really flex this Kunkka to the safe lane and then pick up an Invoker.
Dyer must choose.
Troll Warlord.
Troll Warlord.
That's one of the other good heroes. He's like one of the best safe lane
Yeah,
heroes.
I don't know
against
why we didn't think of
Beastmaster.
that. We saw it banned out against Beastmaster yesterday.
Dude, I'm actually super down for an Invoker pick. Run Kunkka to the safe lane.
Anti-Mage.
It is also a pretty good Anti-Mage game. You are correct. I ran Anti-Mage yesterday with a buddy, and I went offlane Alchemist. I got him like Aghanim Scepter around 35 minutes. And oh boy, is Blink Fragment a heck of an ability when you get it for free.
Dude, 35-minute eggs?
I mean, I also had like Blink, Solar Crest, BKB,
Boo.
AC, all this other stuff. Okay, the
Boo,
Gradolina. So it
Ricky.
is going to be the safe lane Kunkka. I actually do like this a lot more. I think flexing this hero to the safe lane, it's not bad into the Mars, and you get a really solid mid matchup as well.
Yeah. I mean, as long as Lena doesn't get killed on the back line, they don't have great ways of jumping him. Like, if Weaver manages to find a lot of farm position 4, it can potentially be an issue for Mr. Jeans, aka Guts, but outside of that, I think like their draft. Yeah, even if it goes to the late game, it's not like APU. Like the Wraith King will scale, but the rest of them not scaling so well. So it's hard to say who I prefer here. I think Beastmaster is going to be enough of an issue for them. As long as Vitality pops off, Hokori should win this game fairly quickly. And if it ends up going late, then they can take it in the late game as well. So Hokori, my favorite for game number 2.
All right, I'm with you. I kind of agree. I do like this draft a lot, and yeah, I think we're gonna get ourselves a game 3. This should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, hopefully, and this does give Slacks more time to get his players home. Apparently,
Oh God, what do you mean home? Where are they? Are they lost?
yes. I don't know what happened. I think one of the players got off a leash or something again. He was looking for a stand-in for one of them. I think perhaps broke the shackles and started running around in public, but I think local police have captured Pale Horse.
Yeah, I remember when what was it? Cerberus got off the leash. Oh, that's right. Pale Horse is gone. Where the heck? What are they gonna do? They need a new 1 player.
What do you mean just gone?
Like he's
What
not.
do you mean gone?
I know he's not
Did they
available.
forget to feed him?
No, he just like I'm pretty sure he's just not there. Like he like you said, he got off the leash. He's in a completely different city, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought the police captured him and he's being returned back to the facility.
I don't think so. I think the dude fled the state.
Prepare for battle.
They're gonna have to get the FBI involved.
All right, good luck to them. But back on topic of this match, we'll deal with that
You sass me.
at the end of this best of 3.
That
Burns
wasn't
too
doesn't it?
Good luck, can't fun. Look at the amazing
washed up.
sportsmanship between these two teams. Something that we're not going to see later.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't expect it with a team like Arkosh. Okay, nice ward place right on the enemy high ground. Very rarely dewarded.
Yeah, I don't know. Some teams will just like smoke down to the mid lane immediately and try to catch the enemies as they're trying to ward, or catch them as they walk up on top of, like under the tower. That slight sliver of vision range that you're like not supposed to have.
30 seconds to battle.
If the tower hits you, then of course they know that there's vision somewhere, and then they get the deward off.
Oh my
But
God.
it seems like these teams just aren't doing it.
Yuma has the waterlogged shoes on his Kunkka. Unbelievable.
Step lively now. Your admiral.
How much are these?
He's like $300.
Man got the new Yeezys.
Yeah. He's got the waterlogged shoes, the like old whale blade that got remade and released as green for some reason.
The crucible.
No, it's just the
Step lively now. Your
upgraded
admiral is
version.
on board.
No, it's they re-released the items. Like remember they made like the green lion immortal, they made a green storm spirit immortal, green what is it? Leshrac and Kunkka. It was like the revived immortal cache for some reason. It made no sense at all to just do it. They just re-released them but green.
Maybe it was to go with the upgraded boat, because that one's green.
Wait, I'm confused. How does he have the gun blade?
He doesn't.
Oh yeah, he has all the kinetic gems from the gun blade on the whale immortal. That's kind of cool.
Interesting. Huh.
I didn't know you
Neat.
could do that. This guy's a master of hats, clearly.
Well, not bad. I think all of his DPC prize money is just going straight into cosmetics. An interesting choice.
Mine will probably pay for my medical bills. We'll see.
How's that called? Your doctor between
Step
games.
lively now.
It was
Your
good, you
admiral
know.
is on
They
board.
told me they'll see me sometime next week. Not
$20,000. Thank you.
We'll see. I probably won't be able to go. Weaver. Woo, makes it out. Just scooching away. Very low, though.
Yeah, he's gonna salve back up and go in again. But Gardic, he's got absolutely no. He actually ends up interrupting the salve before he ends up fully healing him. He's just gonna go on him now.
He's just gonna beat him down with that big ogre club.
I think he's just dead here on the Weaver.
Torrent comes out, connects. Couple auto attacks. First blood goes away of Gardic and Hokori.
Looking for more.
Drawing first blood here in this game instead.
That's a big question mark. I feel like Gardic definitely could have given that to Yuma.
I think they were worried. They just like wanted to make sure he
Worried
didn't
about-
Sakuchi away or something, but I think they had a sentry, didn't
Step
they?
lively now.
They
Your
did, and
admiral is on board.
Sakuchi also is on a 12-second cooldown right now.
That was true.
I'm sure it's fine. Gardic's got things to buy. He was poor in the last game. He's not looking to be poor again. All right, mid lane we haven't touched base on yet. Lina doing
Your admiral is
pretty
on
good
board.
here against Death Prophet. 15-4 to the 12-0 right now on Mini. Mini popped off in the previous game, so I'm glad Mr. Jeans is doing a little bit better.
I mean, Guts had like an incredible start, right? Like he was popping off 5-1 to begin the game, and then again it was a Viper, right? Not a big playmaking, not a stylish hero, and as a result, he kind of just fell into obscurity as the game went on.
Burns, doesn't it?
This game, it looks like, yeah, it is going to favor Lina, though. She just farms a little bit faster. The extra attack speed that you get from Fiery Soul. In fact, he's decided to go 2-0-2. So, going for, like, just maximizing your farm, not having any points of Electric Array at all. It does become an issue if Mini tries to run at you with the Spirit Siphon. Because you have no stun to, like, get that disengage or a couple auto attacks off after Electric Array. But I think he'll probably be fine. I think that he realizes that Mini is just going to not play too aggressive here and maximize his farm. We'll see if it ends up paying off, though. This top lane as well. Benny, he doesn't have any armor yet, but he's like 25 gold away from finishing his Helm of Iron Will. He has his on Vitality. He's going to go straight into the Helm of the Dominator. I really didn't like it when we saw first item of Vlad's on Mariano the other day. But he's playing it against a Doom, so it made sense.
Masterful mark.
Straight to the bottom with
Yeah,
you.
I agree.
Well, hopefully he gets this Dominator a reasonable time. It looks like he's doing all right for himself up here. He's actually second overall in the CS charts, but Benny's doing well for himself too. Unfortunately, Bane is going to be super useful in this lane. That Nightmare just does not do too much when you have the boars to work with. Actually, Prince App, Nightmare. Genic has opted to go Fire Snap, Cookie, and Scatter Blast here. Just magical damage Nuke instead of going Little Shredder. Which is super surprising against a Wraith King. I thought normally you want to punish this guy for having absolutely no armor, especially if he comes to lane without a ring of protection. But he's managed to
the
like
bottom with you.
he'll finish off the Snake Creeping out of his Helm of the Iron Will. And they haven't managed to punish him with any minus armor.
There's too many.
I think
darn
Genic made a
wizards.
little bit of a misplay not coming to lane with Blightstone and going Little Shredder.
Yeah, maybe their goal is to just try and farm. Like Genic might like rather trade with the Bane, and Bane having a lot of base armor and stuff like that. Like, maybe that's the goal. They're just trying to farm the Beastmaster. It's hard to say. We haven't really been able to watch this lane too much, but Beastmaster doing decent on the CS, but Wraith King not slowed down pretty much at all here.
Hopefully. I mean, at the very least, they will have this magical damage burst for him now that he's about to have the armor fly out to him. We just felt like they wouldn't be able to get through his HP with the Beastmaster here. Unfortunate. Neither team is... I'm not sure if Gardic will rotate in, try to help secure water runes away from this Death Prophet. I feel like you probably should.
Man overboard.
Yuma's doing well enough down here by himself. I think
You're a
60 Fat
trusty
sitting at
mage.
low enough HP that Ogre Magic doesn't really have to sit around. They'll probably see some rotations out of the supports. What's Weaver got coming out right now? Just a salve. Yeah, 60 Fat is sitting incredibly low and he's still 300 gold away from a Ring of Health. He's just getting stomped in this lane right now.
Burns, doesn't it?
In fact, actually, without any mana on the Ogre Magi, I don't think they'll be able to go in for a kill onto him.
Dude, this is taking a little bit longer for a minute to get back into this game than we probably would have expected.
Yeah, I mean, these things happen. It does give time to... I mean, there's not a ton to break down at the moment, but I'm just surprised at how the top lane is gone more than anything else. So I was thinking about why they might have done some of these things. They do have a little bit more initiation power if they just go for Fire Snap, Cookie, Scatter Blast, but definitely worse at pushing towers. If we want to look back over the mid lane, we see, all right, nice. Mini's reconnected the game, but yeah, Guts, the opted to just like
¿Así te va a hablar?
already, he's trying to stack these creep camps with his Dragon Slave.
The true hero
Yeah,
is
nice
alive.
done.
So this is why he opted to go for this 0 points Light Strike Array build.
That
Oh,
was weird. They just de-aggroed. He went too far out of range, I guess, and they just de-aggroed and he doesn't
they
get the stack.
shouldn't do that. Huh. Odd.
Yeah, creep aggro still is not like perfect in this game for some reason. I don't really know why.
Denied.
Well, Mini does see the ward on the enemy high ground here, so he is gonna try and grab this eventually once it pushes in. Yoink.
Yep. I'm not sure if Guts will realize that they have one up themselves, but it's going to expire the next minute and 20 seconds anyways. He's probably just confused by the fact that that didn't stack. He'll get it here though,
Burn.
on his way back.
Yeah, he should. It's pretty much standard. You grab the bounty rune and
never
okay, Weaver goes down bottom underneath the tower. Gardic finishes him off, I think, with just an ignite most likely. Yeah, level 2 ignite. Pretty good against the Weaver.
Yeah, that burn is absolutely insane. Weaver doesn't have a ton of HP to work with either. The X? I might just finish off Sexy Fat here.
They're gonna try Yuma. Yeah, it's a cleave out with that last Tidebringer. He does have a Fire Blast available here on the Ogre, but just gets ran down by Weaver instead.
Top tower is in
Yeah, there's bugs on him for just a little bit too long.
Top lane, they lose Snapfire. Sarum actually takes him down with the Bane there, help with the skeletons as well.
Slept up, melee down, and then of course finished off with the skeletons. Alright. Kunkka's got a helmet Iron Will as well, so it's going to be a lot more difficult to bring him down with these bugs. Before he's pretty low armor once I actually had him off him, because he did end up going a Blightstone in this lane. Unlike the Snapfire.
Yeah.
But now, with 5 base armor and extra 6 that he's getting from Helm Iron Will, he's going to be just fine. And of course, Lina continuing to out-CS Death Prop mid lane. Not a huge advantage yet, but I think it'll start to become one.
Yeah, the
Sam
one
would like to
thing-
set up behind him.
One thing you have to remember though is like when it comes to Death Prophet is she just gets 2 nice denies there, very nice. Is when you go to leave the lane on the Lina to go farm, and then Death Prophet can just like take your towers so fast. So you got to be very careful about that this game. Top lane Benny taking a lot of damage from the Snapfire and the Beastmaster, but we'll just make his way underneath the towers, so no big deal there.
Yeah, they don't have a massive amount of kill potential prior to this Helm of the Dominator on the Beastmaster. Once he's got that in level 6, then he has to be a little bit more careful, but I think he'll probably hit his 6 before then. And then he'll reincarnate to work with. But yeah, it's pretty easy to respond to the Death Prophet exorcism. I feel like the only time you can pressure a tower super hard with it is when you have like a Tidehunter behind you with a big team fight. Well, a Tidehunter or a big team fight ultimate like Ravage is great for it. If the enemies can't approach you when you're defending the tower, then you can take it with exorcism, but the rest of the time it's not amazing. Especially considering it's got such a big cooldown.
Coming top, Exorcism is available. I don't know if he even needs it. He just, okay, he is going to pop it. He wants to make sure he takes down Vitali here on the Beastmaster, but he's just going to TP home and no way to cancel it, so he is out. Meanwhile, Genic, no way. All right, yeah, Mini cleans him up with a Crypt Swarm. But that is Exorcism and Haste Rune popped. You're not going to get any structural damage done with this one, so it's really not being that bad here for the side of Hokori.
Yeah, it said Mini will go into the jungle here. Alright, I thought he was going to wait till the 7-minute mark before clearing out that stack. but you can always just get this one instead. Or this next one, the Bane just stacked for him. Get himself some neutral items.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Is he? No, he's not going to go back for it. He's going to leave him sitting at low HP. Alrighty then. But yeah, he managed to find 2 kills, but still not farming as fast as the... Well, find 1 kill, but unfortunately the other back. But not farming as fast as Guts here on the Lina. He's got Boots of Travel queued up as his first item. But that's standard stuff. We see Boots of Travel and the BKB on Lina pretty much every game we see Lina mid.
Right now, Vitaly just finished up the Helm of the Dominator, so now you have a lot more pushing potential in the top lane from this Beastmaster, and it's something you have to be very careful of because it does a lot of damage. He's got the Hellbear Smasher, so he gets a Thunderclap as well as that Haste Aura. Pretty important stuff. Top rune here going to be contested from both
Dire
teams.
should look to their top tower.
Someone's actually going to get it. Double damage picked up by Serum, but looks like he's just going to get zapped there as Guts grabs the kill. So Light Strike Array, not even needed, just uses that good old Laguna.
Dire's top tower is gone.
Bottom lane, then try to commit onto the Yuma. In fact, he might go down here to...
He's got an armlet.
Ill?
Do you have bugs? No, he just used
No, he doesn't have bugs. Kunkka's got to be careful here, though, man.
Dire should look to their top tower.
Does Kunkka have to be careful?
Okay, Weaver's got to be careful here.
Weaver just like accepted his face, like, wait a minute. I'm dead.
Wait, idea bad?
Alright, they're gonna have to know that ward is there as he just tactically backs away there from Sexy Fan. Meanwhile, Roar popped down onto the Death Prophet. She's getting a lot of health back with the Spirit Siphon. Fire Blast in 2, but just a little bit too late. Benny caught out here instead. Does have 1 point available if he wants to go to the Reincarnation. He actually doesn't have the mana for it quite yet. But they won't be able to chase him down.
Vitaly messed that one up. His boars re-aggroed onto the creep camp there.
Oh, did it? It's unlucky.
Yeah, that would have been the 30% slow on top of the Fire
Ignite.
Blast. Yeah. Ignite and Fire Blast. That would have been able to kill the Wraith King there. He would have came back up with his Reincarnation, but...
No, he didn't have the mana. He was actually like, he was 12 mana short, I think, when he was there.
I think he would have regened enough while they were running him down. But I definitely could have at the very least popped Reincarnate. Those boars turned around there and started hitting the creep camps again. Well, slight misplay there by Vitaly.
Oh my gosh, Yuma. That was pretty funny. He knew he knew the ward was coming, so he was trying to get the D ward there on the Weaver, and Yuma like torrented the Weaver to try and prevent him from getting vision with the bugs.
They got 3 heroes down here now. They're looking to pop this Arcane Rune and then X's in the tier 1 tower, it seems.
Yeah.
And they do have the big teamfight ultimate, like I mentioned earlier. They've got the arena, so if they try to take a teamfight, there's no running away from them.
Structures against attack.
Find themselves another kill top thanks to the Beastmaster. Roar not committed, not even necessary. You've still got Mortimer Kisses as well, so... Meanwhile, you're taking bottom tier 1, Hokori's taking your mid tier 1, and they take it pretty much just as fast, if not faster, thanks to the Beastmaster and all of these summons, so...
Yeah, with these heroes already set up here, you're not going to be able to TP hit Death Prophet or Mars try to come in, they just die, so 1-for-1 trade, and before you end up on top, mid tower is much more valuable.
Absolutely, and this is something we saw last game. Like, Hokori made a lot of really good early game decisions, like they were actually farming super well, but they just didn't end up scaling as well as APU did, and see if they can kind of keep this going. APU definitely took a lot better fights, I would say, in the mid game, right? That was one of the things. They found some really sick pickoffs. Yuma top lane. Trying to get vision maybe here on the Bane, but only level 2x, so that cast range not too big.
Yeah, you don't want to dive the tier 2 tower anyway. Mars is up. He's got his TP available as well. If you get arena under your tier 2 tower, your entire team just melts.
Dude, Genic could literally just Mortimer Kisses from the high ground and kill the Bane. It's actually so funny.
I think Genic dies if he does that. I think Mars just TP's in.
Oh, there it is. Scatter Blast comes out. They got the board to chase him down, and Mortimer Kisses into the trees. Yeah. That's the classic. You just play Snapfire and you're like, yeah, you want to run away? Like, good luck.
No, they decided not to do anything about that either. I thought they'd, like, for sure they would TP the Mars in, but he's just farming. I guess he really wants his Blink Dagger. 65 is a little bit behind where he wants to be right now.
Yeah, the Blink Dagger is pretty big. Ooh. Beastmaster's Courier goes down with his Vlads. Pretty important. The other thing, too, is you would be fighting into the Beastmaster there, who does have the Roar plus this Centaur, so it's still not easy. And he is just going to slowly push this tower.
They've been letting him get away with this for a little bit too long. I really think the Mars need to respond to head up here and deal with the Beastmaster.
Yeah. Mars found by Yuma here on the Kunkka. Warren plus the boat there. Guardian comes in with the Fire Blast and Guts. Rotation as well. Picks it up with just a quick Dragon Slave. No big deal.
Mini gets gone on the top lane. This TP's coming in too slow.
Huh?
He's gonna go down.
The Roar, the Stomp, plenty of damage.
Yeah, Wraith doesn't even want to be there. He decides he's just gonna farm for the bottom lane. That means he's gonna be food for Yuma.
Nah, you can't
you've got
Wraith,
no
but you're gonna lose a tier 2, and
himself.
that means Outpost as well.
Yeah. They've just been letting Vitaly do his thing up here for too long. I think they needed to respond and force to this Beastmaster's push.
Denied his Centaur.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Time to find
Can't
another
give that
one.
up. I think I'll probably wait. You're 300 gold away right now from Helm the Overlord. Oh, he didn't wait.
This man has no chill. He wants to farm.
Yeah.
3,000 gold lead here for Hokori, speaking of farming, and they're looking very good as they're taking objective after objective. It's 13 minutes into the game. You've got the enemy outpost. You're forcing APU to basically just take scraps right now as the Weaver just trying to cut lanes.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about in the draft, Hokori do have the better early game lineup. I think once it goes late, the game becomes a little bit more even. But I think you're giving up a little bit too much map control right now.
Sick play. Good old Tumbler toy, man. It's just too good.
All right, how much longer to get BKB done on Gatsburg? Like 400 gold away from this one, which is one major timing. How about the Overlord being sent out right now? So Beastmaster about to take over an Ancient Creep, but they're just going to walk right to the Roche Pit. And I'm not sure they can defend from this one. Not without a Blink Dagger on Mars, and he's still like 100 gold away.
Yeah, their
So
timing on this is so sick.
Yeah, they're going to make very quick work of Roshan.
He actually locks the Helm of the Dominator so he doesn't just lose the Troll Priest real quick. So that's kind of funny.
He'll unlock it in just a moment. Once he finds something anyways. They've warded up they warded up their own ancient camp? They did.
No. It was blocked and then Ogre came over and unblocked it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Weaver.
That looks like it's on
for
it.
a while.
It looks like it clips into it, but I guess it doesn't.
The nice thing is, we'll come back to that. Vitaly found inside the arena, but the Roar comes through the stun up onto the Death Prophet as well. He does end up falling. Finally, to those ghosts, but Mini just pelted by Guts. Laguna Blade helped securing that one, and Serum showing up a little bit too late to this party as they get themselves 3 for 1. You lose the Beastmaster, but clean up big still. You take down 2 cores on the side of APU. These power spikes looking real powerful for the side of Hokori.
Yeah, and they're looking for Weaver as well, and they're going to be able to get him.
Yeah, they got a Sentry down, Fire Blast in, and Guardian grabs himself another kill. Now dominating 4-0 and 7 on the Ogre. Very different performance than last game on the Mars.
Benny, he just finishes his Desolator, so he's got that and Armlet, but still needs a Blink Dagger in order to gap distance and potentially get on top of this Lina. That was the only solution I saw for it. They've got no hero that gap closes by itself. I think, I don't know, man. Hokori's looking way too strong.
Yeah, they look very good here in game number 2, and that's what we were saying. Based on the draft, we both thought we would be going to a game 3, and they're definitely trying to force it. A 5,000 gold lead now. And Kunkka,
Thanks to you.
just going back to base, get himself some regen. Back to farming he goes, on his way to that BKB. Getting pretty close, too. The jungle, who's been found? Okay, looks like they're looking for the Snapfire, but Dust will connect. X just on the edge of it. It's going to pull this Weaver right back into the boat. And another kill going their way. You got the
Yeah, on the other
ancient
side of the team
granite
fight.
golem, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, on the other side of the team fight, they're scouting out with the Boras and this Granite Golem.
Oh, they find Benny? Bottom lane, Guts just mans up on the Wraith King. Nice silence in from Mini. No BKB available here to save Alina, and Benny just stands his ground. The big rotation in from the rest of APU will help find themselves some kills. Yuma chased down by the Death Prop as well. Pops the BKB. That's not going to help you out. There's going to be a Fiend's Grip out from the Bane, canceled by the Roar Vitali, trying to chase down Benny. I don't think he can do it. It's a disaster. 5 heroes fall for the side of Hokori. They end up taking Benny with the summons, but a massive win for the side of APU. They needed this one desperately.
Too long to kill him. Yeah, that ended up being huge. That was a 6,000 XP swing off that team fight and more than 2,500 net worth off that one as well. But Benny, he just took too long for them to bring down. The arena came out, and that's what they needed, a team fight they could force them to stand their ground against the Death Prophet ultimate. Just destroying, laying into them there, and I think it's a sign that they need just a little bit more damage. They had this game in the bag, and now we got more of a game on our hands here.
Dude, we really do. This Lina like used the BKB to kill the Wraith King's first reincarnation, thinking like, all right, there's no way the rest of the team gets over here to stop it.
We'll get him and then get out.
Yeah.
And that's that. But the fight just ended up going on way too long.
All right, that was a sick pump fake there by Yuma. Waiting for the Yules, times it perfectly to get that Torrent boat follow-up. They take down Mini on the Death Prophet, and now back on the aggression here as they're just barreling down the mid lane. Hokori is still very strong.
Yeah, they got a Fortify available. Sexy Fat is caught out, but...
Ooh, he gets the blink out. Nicely done by him, hugging that tree line.
All that advanced movement there.
Granted, you are losing your mid-tier 2 tower. Arena on the backside manages to find Genic here, trying to hobble himself back towards enemies, but walks right into the side of the wall of the arena instead. Nice Nightmare dodge there. Bane gets caught by an Ignite.
Yeah.
No,
and he gives him the approval, but he doesn't end up going down in the end.
The mid tower lived, by the way. Oh, no, it's denied.
Yeah, they fortified it when they're sitting at like 12% HP.
Okay.
I was surprised they waited so long in the fortify, but I think they were trying to make that play happen on the back line, where they are forced to make a decision between going for the tower or letting one of their heroes die. But they did end up finding the Bane. And, well, they did lose the Snapfire. I felt like they mitigated their loss as much as they could on King of Kings.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
Right. 3K now with advantage, and yeah, they continue to go on the aggressive here. They know that they are way stronger than King of Kings right now. Benny, they didn't end up connecting with him.
Nicely done. The blink out. He's safe. Alright, Vitali going for the blink into Ag Shard. Pretty much the standard Beastmaster build. That Shard, incredibly strong. It did get nerfed though, so Call the Wild cooldown now only reduced by 7 seconds. Then you get the Dive Bomb ability. One of the coolest abilities in Dota, in my opinion.
Dude, does the upgrade text there clip into the blue bar?
What?
Are you seeing this? Hover over the
yeah,
Aghanim Shard to Call the Wild. Yeah, it clips. Unplayable game.
It just like can't fit upgrade there on the side.
Yeah, because Call of the Wild Hawk is too long.
Yeah. Dude, they really need to have Call of the Wild just upgrade and make the boars stronger too. Give this guy some love, not just the Hawk.
Isn't the hero already like
No.
incredibly contested?
Not
no?
strong
Okay.
enough.
I think I'm probably mistaken.
It's not strong enough. I want Zoo meta Beastmaster back.
Yeah.
They took
Necronomicon, but only Beastmaster can build it.
They took Necro away. Give me another buff. What would be the buff if they gave Wild Boar something? Because he has like the boar damage talent, but like what would be the shard buff to the boar?
Damage over time applied with the slow. Maybe give it healing reduction as well.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it's an easy solution.
Give it a little bit more utility.
Yeah. Maybe have the upgrade make it so the slow pierces magic immunity.
Oh, that would be good. I like that. I'm down for that because you get the slow. How much is that slow?
40%. This is ridiculous.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Your
I
boars are
shouldn't be putting
basically
ideas in
Scotty.
people's heads.
Oh
though.
man,
Yeah.
that'd be good stuff.
These are bad ideas. I want the record to show that I think that the hero does not need to be buffed.
No, it clearly does.
I'm just spinning ideas out here.
Dude, I can't wait for this next patch, man. I want this game to be absolute chaos. Night. Roar mid lane finds the Bane. Mortimer kisses down as well. They will be able to bring down the Bane here in just a matter of moments. It's taken no problem at all. The question is, do they chase for more? They have the summons there. Benny jumps in trying to get on top of this Beastmaster. Cooking away. X into the boat, but here comes Mini on the Death Prophet trying to find these heroes. Big arena from Sexy Fat. Takes down the Beastmaster. Yuma forces the BKB as well as Guts. They will just disengage. Gardic gonna just TP home as well. Okay, so they actually just commit this Exo. Don't manage to find anything despite trapping these heroes inside the arena. So it's just a one for one.
Yeah, they get the tier 1 tower in the mid lane though, and they forced a couple heroes back. The issue with what they were doing there on Hokori is, I'm not sure if you caught it, but the Weaver bugs and one Sakuchi actually killed both the boars from the Beastmaster. At that point, he's like, okay, well, my DPS is gone. All my other heroes in the backline. The arena comes out afterwards, and this forced the BKB TP. So they're forcing them away from this this power spike that they have at the moment. And again, we agreed on this one. Hokori, they have the super strong early game, but late game it becomes much more even for King of Kings. So if they can stall this out for another, like, I don't know, 10 minutes, they have much better shot at winning this game.
Dude, the I forgot what I was gonna bring up. Oh yeah, they lost the gem. It's now on the Mars. So the gem was originally on the Beastmasters. So not only do you lose the Beastmaster, you lose the gem as well. So pretty big deal. Jump in from Vitaly, gets the roar off, but he needs some help and fast LSA. Okay, there's the help. Find the kill pretty dang quick there, chasing for more. Mini gonna have to BKB and run away at the backside of the fight. They're chasing after the Weaver, but hero's too quick, too slippery. So they get the quick kill, they get the outpost. Roshan, unfortunately for them, not respawning for another minute and a half though.
Weaver, there it is, the X. The boat,
Coming
Weaver is
through,
going to die.
Torrent, cleave. Yeah, they got him. Wait, where did that gem get? Oh, the Weaver like dropped the gem, trying to hope that the Wraith King would pick it back up.
Oh yeah.
He didn't have item slots.
I didn't see that on my camera. Yeah, he's just forced to leave it there. He had a backpack something, but I think that was like a very in the moment play. It was a nice try.
He tried to hide the gem for sure. Yeah. Another minute on this Roche respawn, so Hokori, unlucky for them, but very good for APU here as they can contest this next time around.
Yep.
All right,
Jupiter with the next level plays, but unfortunately Wraith King just wasn't as quick to pick it up.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
Let's see if they can find somebody. If they can get Genic, I mean, this guy's got the... Oh no. That's a gem.
And back going the way of the Weaver, however, Serum with a nice Nightmare to dodge out that X. Actually gonna be able to take down the Ancient Creep. Ogre Magi gets stunned, but a break onto the Mars. He just gets melted. Benny comes in. Roar will be able to buy some space for the lead-up, but an immediate Fiend Script got the BKB off just in time. Is it enough for her to escape? Looks like it will be. Gardic, however, not gonna be as lucky.
He risked his life for this. He was a hero.
He was. He will not be forgotten. He's gonna buy back as the Roche now respawns, and that's gonna really favor APU here. Plenty of time left on this Exorcism. Benny falling low though, so we'll have to back out of the pit.
Yeah. All right, about 10 seconds left on it now. It means I don't think they could be able to contest the Roche if they, well, I don't think either team is going to be able to take the Roche. They can contest it from each other. So both teams just going to dance around the pit for the next little bit until Mars gets back up, and at that point, I think they have a little bit of an advantage here on APU. We're on cooldown still for another 30 seconds. And this Weaver hero is so annoying to deal with. He's got like no items either.
It's the best hero in Dota, in my opinion. This hero like can be picked in literally every game and be viable. Like that's actually
stupid bugs.
That shouldn't be the case. Oh, goodbye, Boar. All right, but they go Yuma. A lot of damage being dealt, especially with the help of Guts here, and this thing's falling fast. You got to get in here, APU. But there's a pesky Ancient Black Dragon just blocking the way. Which goes down. They get themselves the Aegis. BKB popped on Guts, though, so they will just back away.
Yeah. Benny would have loved to be able to blink into the pit there and contest the Roshan, but unfortunately, the Ancient Black Dragon disabling that one.
They should give this shard on over to Ogre, in my opinion. Unless Snapfire doesn't have hers. She does. Yeah, they should definitely give this to Ogre. The Fire Shield is really good against heroes like Wraith King because he does like very large instances of damage rather than like...
Ogre Magi player detected.
Yeah. What? I mean, it's so straightforward. It's like one of the best like single pickups you can grab against the... Oh, well, he just bought his shard, so never mind. The heck? Do they not know they have it for free right now? BKB comes out from the Mars. Roar, though, kind of wasted here at the moment, and Psychsfan just going to try and walk away. Guts in pursuit, though. Torrent does come through. He gets the blink at the last second. All right, nicely done. Yuma coming forward really far here. Fiend's Grip comes through as well. He's just dead. He's all alone. Gardic going to try and TP out here in the trees. He will make it.
Yep. The rest of the team is just forced to get back. You did lose your position 1, though. I mean, he is so tanky. I don't think they were expecting him to just go down like that, but the Fiend's Grip plus the amount of damage with every hero laying into him, they did not stand a chance there. If he had the Aegis, it would have been another story. He gets back up, pops the BKB, and they get to take a team fight there, but kind of a bold move going in front of everybody else, like when they were that far away.
Is under attack.
Blink Dagger now played on Death Prophet.
That's pretty big.
Right. The Blink Dagger on Death Prophet is actually pretty huge. He can follow up with the Mars. So when he gets a super sick arena off on several of these heroes, he can follow up immediately instead of having to close the distance. So they get to play a lot faster now on APU.
Top lane's Benny. Big Silver Edge. They come out with a lot of damage here from the Lina. The question is, can they get in here to save him? He's got the BKB on this Lina still available, but he just turns his attention over to Ogre, and he is dead. Guts doesn't have it. Board does come through. Light Strike Array comes in. There's the BKB, the arena protecting, but he walks right through. Benny trying to keep himself alive, but it's not going to be there. The damage is too much. The break onto the Mars just gets absolutely shredded by Guts, but Mini, he's here with the Exorcism, and he's going to be able to find that kill. Age is going to be spent there, but it's time to disengage.
Gonna see if he can find anything on his way back in. He had a general idea what Death Prophet was, but that Fire Snap code came in a little bit too late. The Ghost almost ended up giving that one away. Can you get damn. Yeah. Scatter Blast, if he had used it at the perfect angle, you could have gotten him, but that would have been an insane guess to make. So that double damage run on Lina is doing so much damage, man. The Mars like tried to go through the arena and like get the bulwark off, try and save the Wraith King. But he was just way too slow. It was a nice attempt.
I mean, the arena blocked like 4 attacks as well, like forcing the Lina to like just run outside. But
yeah. It was hard to play alongside the wall there on the Wraith King. Like that's the ideal thing that you do, but the wall was going to expire before long anyways. It's like a damn if you do, damn if you don't scenario. Yeah. Speaking of, damned if you do, damned if you don't. You give I have Scotty being completed on the Lina now, so Death Prophet, she is going to melt in these team fights without the extra healing that she gets from Spirit Siphon.
Yeah, it's a really, really sick pickup. I mean, it's great against both Wraith King as well. Like, he gets a lot of sustain from that Vampiric Spirit. It's really good stuff.
Yeah, but Death Prophet with a 50% slow as you try to run at the Lina now, and your healing's reduced. It's time for Mr. Jeans to carry the game. Put your jeans on, everybody.
I see what you did there. I don't know why you'd have them off at the moment, but that's more of a you thing.
I'm wearing jeans.
I'm not there
to
judge you at all.
No. I wear jeans every time Mr. Jeans is playing.
Bottom tier 1 falls. We'll give them the fortification back, so they have that to protect their high ground. Oh my god, these towers fall so fast. They've got that frenzy from the ancient creep. You can just see it doing so much work. Like Guts is just attacking so fast. They have the fire shield now, of course, which will help protect these heroes.
Ow. Leave him alone. Get the Thunder Hide out of there.
He's just
nice. He's lost half his HP on the Thunder Hide. He needs something tankier.
There's not much things that are tankier, but you like Frenzy is just so good.
Ancient Black Dragon's tankier.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Yeah, but what does that offer? Just AoE splash attack? I guess the fireball's not bad either, but Frenzy, man. You got a Lina, you got a Kunkka. I think it's so strong. Smoked up here on APU. Sexy Fat gonna walk in up onto the high ground. Vitali gets the blink out in time, but Yuma, depending on going back in, they just drop the roar right onto the Mars because the BKB gonna protect him. Whatever Kisses doing a decent chunk of damage, forces the Sakuchi already actually from the Weaver. Sexy Fat pulled back in, gets a nightmare for the moment, but the BKB, the Laguna Blade connects onto 2. The Shard ends up doing work. Turn their attention back on over to Benny, but he gets the blink out. Mini jumps on in with the BKB. Lina's come way too far out of position, absolutely isolated. No buyback available for her. They've still got Bane coming back into this game with Fiend's Grip, so that's a real sick pickoff. And Mini just get the blink, the Yules to catch the Beastmaster, holding him in place. Wraithfire Blast will connect, and Beastmaster's just dead as well.
No buyback available on him. He needs to start still pushing out these waves. At the very least, the waves are pushed in mid, top, and bottom. They're going to try to cut this wave, but the wave pushing in naturally in the mid lane. There's 3 range creeps here. So they messed up. They should have gone straight for the creep wave. So they're not going to be able to take any objectives off of this one team fight, even though they finally managed to get Lina. I mean, this doesn't even matter, man.
Okay, they don't have anyone to TP up here.
They have Fiend's Grip. I mean, they can gap the distance. They can get the kill off onto him, maybe?
He's got a lot of status resistance, but yeah, he doesn't have BKB.
He needs TP now on Kunkka. His TP just came off cooldown.
They got a Yules.
Yules?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is such a sick kill if they get it, which, I mean, eventually they will. Just takes a moment.
Yeah, but again, it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Because while they were doing that, they weren't shoving in the lanes. Lena's back up another 20 seconds. So you get no Roshan, you get no towers. You get a little bit of net worth and XP, but that's about it. All you get from that team fight. They would have been better off just like pushing in the creep wave from can you even see my pings anymore?
No, that's still broken.
I see. From like where it was in the mid lane near the dire tier 2, then just shoving in the mid and taking the mid tier 2. If they had done that, then it would have been slightly better. I mean, they slowed down Kunkka's farm, but again, that's about all you're doing.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
All the lanes are pushed now, so Tally, Hokori, they do have to wait for Kunkka to come back up before they can take that many team fights, but I don't even think they'll...
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So they might get this top tier 2.
Yeah, got it. With Kunkka still dead in another 30 seconds, they're going to keep pressuring tower after tower and tier 2 mid, the next one in their sights. Benny with all of the skeleton boys here, it's going to be very simple.
I think they... Well, I think certainly they fortify and try to defend this one, but no, they end up giving this one up as well. So I stand corrected, the Kunkka kill did end up mattering. I said nobody's staying in front without the Kunkka. A Beastmaster is still 200 gold away from his BKB as well.
Roshan just respawns. That's going to be third one, and it's an Aghanim Scepter. I feel like I see Aghanim Scepter is way more than I see Refresher Shards. Did they like, is the percentage not 50-50?
It's 50-50. Just coincidence, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, the Aghanim Scepter, I'm trying to think who would be best on this game. I mean, it might honestly be the Bane. It's hard to say.
I think it's Bane.
Ooh, actually
Bane's in the middle of building one right now.
They baiting out the Roche. They smoke up, they leave, but they're gonna run right into Hokori as well.
Hey, we can see you in the Roche pit. We see you doing it.
Oh, they find Genic as well as Guts though. He gets the break, but again, the arena holding in place. There's gonna be the roar, canceling out that Fiend's Grip. Laguna Blade comes through Bane. Should eventually fall, and he does, but Beastmaster just trapped here next to Vitali. Not much you can do. Yuma coming in on the backside. They take down the Weaver as well. So far, a 2-for-1. But Mini continuing the chase, looking for the Lina, and they've got her, baby. Does have buyback to get back into the game on both the Beastmaster as well as the Lina. Mini trying to disengage, but gets caught. The X is there. Do they finish him off? They do. Yuma with the big cleave. They get a 2-man LSA as well. Mars falling down. Big plays by Genic here on the Snapfire, setting up those 2 stuns. As now the Wraith King's gonna fall. Ends up being like a 4-for-5 with 3 buybacks, I think. It's hard to see. 3-for-5, triple buyback.
Triple buyback there. Could have gone down before that team fight, but he was back in the end. But yeah, this Lena pumping in damage after she's able to stand her ground. Snapfire as well. Ended up doing the most in that team fight, actually. Seeing so far back, dropping the mortar kisses off on everybody. But if Lena gets back in the fight, you don't get the initiation off onto her. She just ends up doing way too much damage. And now, straight in the Roach Pit, this is going to be 8 in the Thefter now for Hokori, and they swing it back their way.
They'll give it to Genic for sure.
There's a double damage rune there as well. It doesn't get any better than this.
So you now have Snapfire with a Gobble Up, a super strong ability. In this last fight, one of the things that happened, we didn't really bring attention to, Genic was doing the Wonder Kisses from the trees, but he sees like 2 heroes stack up for a moment and just jumps in, gets the 2-hero Scatter Blast into a 2-hero Fire Snap Cookie, and then that sets up a 2-hero Light Strike Array. So that was just such a sick play from the Snapfire.
You see what they just did? It was sick.
Yeah, X the
They
Lena.
expect the spot, yeah, back to get the double damage. I don't know why she doesn't just activate it.
They want to hold it for the fight. They're going to take the barracks no matter what. Having that for a fight is so important. So get the first lane of barracks top. Now turn their attention to, or mid rather, turn their attention top. Level 25 on both Kunkka and the Lena now. So she has the bonus attack range. You have the Ghost Ship Fleet talent picked up there on Yuma. Sexy back, X, buying a little bit of time. Torrent does come through, but will dodge it out. Backdoor protection, though, will protect their base for the moment. X on the Snapfire, he's just gonna kick him out and hop the other way. Very sick play. Mini goes in, though, pops the BKB, but Lena, there's the double damage. She just laid in the Death Prophet. He's gonna go down so fast. The Roar does come through, stopping Bane on the backside, and Mini gets time lapse thanks to the Weaver. You've lost one, but Snapfire, Mortar Kiss is doing work again, finding these heroes. The Death Prophet does what she can, but it's not enough. You only get the kill there onto the Snapfire, and Benny trying to just stand his ground here against two. Reincarnation already popped, but it doesn't matter. Just beat down by Yuma and Vitali. Guts on the backside, still has this Aegis, and he's pretty damn healthy. Mini comes in, doesn't have a BKB though, so needs to be careful. Sexy Fat broken, fall into Guts. He's going one after the other. He's gonna buy back right into the game. Wraithfire Blast from Benny. He's gonna be able to pop that Reincarnation.
Someone needs to get Lena back into this.
She has
dies
no
without
spells.
buyback, they can just end the game.
She gets the spear perfectly done, and yeah,
She got the Titanic?
absolutely. 125 seconds, no Lena, and Mini goes 40, grabs Vitali as well. That's going to be a dieback on both of these heroes. They might have just blundered. 3 heroes dead without the buyback. Kunkka as well.
Trying to take just a little bit too much there. Lena on top of the world, but she couldn't get back to the team fight at the end. Yes, she did end up blowing up the Death Prophet, did a lot of damage to the Wraith King there too, but this Weaver on the backline didn't have detection for him, so he was just harassing this Lena and keeping her out of that team fight. And by the time, she was able to reinitiate, the fight was over. There's no business going back in the end there. And off of this one, I think they can just close out the game. They're going to run down mid. 30 seconds until Snapfire's back up. 4 seconds until they have Ogre Magi, but no buybacks on either the Lena or the Beastmaster here. I'm not sure what they do. They have to try to cut these waves or something somehow.
Yuma wanted to cut bottom, but he's too afraid. The Death Prophet showing for just a moment and forced back to the base.
Yep. Exorcism not up for another 40 seconds, but the Wraith King can make pretty quick work of these towers. There's Desolator in the assault.
Sexy Fat. All right, mid tower. He's got the Ghost Fleet, so this will continue to slow them down. Takes a moment, but Yuma just going in, debating on trying to dump as much time as he can. Nice Nightmare, I guess, for the moment, but Mortimer Kiss is doing a lot of work here. He's got the slow talent. They aren't moving at all. In comes Mars, the Spirit not going to connect, but there's going to be the Fiend's Grip holding this Kunkka in place, but the Gobble Up, again, going to send him right back towards the fountain, but it's going to cost you both of your supports. 4 heroes dead without buyback. The only hero is Kunkka. And Mini, he's got the Reincarnation.
Snapfire's 40 gold short of buyback right now. She ended up spending just a little bit too much gold when she got back up. So with that might cost them everything. 14 seconds until they're back into this game.
Nightmare, Spear, Kunkka sends him right underneath the tower. Again, he's got the buyback. He's got 3 heroes, 2 other heroes coming back soon. 4 doing a lot of cleave damage to these heroes. They may actually have to back. They only get the mid lane of barracks. Tier 4s will survive. And APU gonna respect the timers on the side of Hokori here. Oh, wait a minute. Fake back. They smoke up. Bidding on going back in. They get the scan. They know exactly what's happening here. Meanwhile, top will force the Death Prophet back.
Yeah, they see this one. They realize, all right, if they're not TPing back for the top lane, yeah, there it is.
Dude, this catapults.
This won't get it.
Yeah, I won't get it, but that's a decent chunk of damage.
Yeah, but they Guts 100% knew what was going on there. They see the creeps pushing in the top lane. They know if nobody's teleported back, then they're fake backing on us. They're gonna, as soon as we go to test this creep wave, they're gonna jump on us. So excellent read there by Hokori, and they managed to hold.
Just barely too. That was very close.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower.
Well, that's your last outer tower now taken.
Divine Rapier picked up on the Wraith King, by the way.
Money to burn.
Missed that one. And
Yeah,
a Penta Edge sword. It just keeps getting better for this guy.
and they're quitting for almost 1800 now.
Yeah, not
Very
bad.
cool.
Strike cooldown, so that is every 2 seconds. A lot of damage. Ooh, Spell Prism is real sick for the side of APU.
Yeah.
You can drop that bad boy on the Mars or the Bane.
Oh, Death Prophet.
No, or Death Prophet.
Oh no, Death Prophet's gonna take the Trickster Cloak.
Yeah, Trickster
Wants to be a
Cloak
little bit more
is
tanky.
Very good. Magic, resistance, evasion, plus the active. If they don't have detection, it's so sick. You have a gem on the Beastmaster.
Yeah, but I mean, in these team fights,
All right,
we've been giving them the runaround.
Genic also has a timeless relic, so this is a lot of damage. Gobble up. Well, goodbye,
Toss to
Boar.
fourth and Flicker now found by the Lina. I mean, it's Dispel for Spirit Vessel, I suppose.
This game is very tense all of a sudden. Like, both teams are really scared to like try and take a fight.
Neither team is conceding an inch. Are you a Pokemon Stadium fan, Ricky?
Pokemon Stadium? Like the N64 one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I played that. I also played Pokemon Coliseum on the GameCube.
My end game is to be like the Pokemon Stadium announcer.
I like it. Oh, Sarah. Dive Bomb comes through. Oh, he gets the last hit, but they just roar. They send Ogre Magi in as well. Silence out from Mini. He's going to fly back right into the game. Beastmaster forced BKB as well as Guts trying to hobble away here. Ogre might not be as lucky. He's getting chased down here by Mini, and it'll be an easy pick off. Torrent Boat will delay this chase. Looks like they will be able to make it out here on Hokori, but you don't have buyback on the Ogre.
He'll have it in about 30 seconds, maybe a little bit less. So he can't get back in the game by the time that they're in the base here on APU. But I imagine if he has the ability to hold, he'll hold.
Hokori have a massive buyback advantage right now.
Scanning for enemies.
All 5 heroes for the side of APU currently lacking it. 4 of them due to timers. Roshan potential to respawn in 1 second. We'll get a glimpse of that. Very long Roche respawn, almost max. 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Gonna find Sexy Fat, force the BKB from him.
Nice. Not bad. I mean, if you could force it off on the Wraith King, the Death Prophet, sorry, then you'd be able to take a team fight. But Mars, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Yeah, this long Roche respawn. I think this does favor Hokori a little bit, but the later this goes, I think... I don't know, it's about even in the super late game here. They definitely had the advantage earlier on Hokori, but at this point, I think it all comes down to the initiation, who they manage to catch out at the beginning of the team fight.
Yeah. I think double roar is going to be really massive once he ends up getting it. But until then... I mean, do you go double roar? I love the arcane blink build instead because you get the primal roar cooldown at like 25, and then like arcane blink primal roar puts your cooldown at like 20 seconds.
I think the pressure was probably better. If they can control up one hero for like 8 seconds, and it's great. Unfortunately, Death Prophet's got a Kai Assange.
Yeah. Arcane Blink on Mars, actually, so super fast spell casting coming out from him in the form of the Arena Spear combo. Another smoke out from Hokori. They got the D ward, so they know that there's no vision here from APU to play with.
I'm shocked that this Mars chose to go Arcane Blink instead of Refresher Orb, though.
Yeah, Refresher is like
It
typically
becomes
play.
very, very easy to play against Alina with Refresher Orb on Mars. But
Word Sentry goes down
Sexy
pretty much
Fat do know
immediately.
better.
Gardic walks up onto the high ground. Spear back from Sexy Fat. It doesn't end up hitting the Ogre down, but Weaver, he blinked himself up onto the high ground. He's stuck there. What do we got going on down here? Vitaly's in. Fiend's Grip comes down. That's the Aghanim Scepter from the Bane. They can't cancel it. Beastmaster falling low, and he ends up getting chopped down from the Wraith King, but the Reincarnation is spent. Genic trying to do what he can to keep himself in this fight. Guts getting thrown away. The Yule's going to be able to throw him right into the air, and they're going to be able to surround him. Can he actually survive? He will not. Goes down. 3 heroes dead on the side of Hokori, and
all 5 died there, actually. I mean, 2 of the heroes had to buy back. They have buybacks on all these heroes, but that was a disastrous fight for them. They ended up using 5 for 3 there.
I mean, was it 5 for 1?
I mean, sorry, 5 for, yeah.
Just
5
a
for 1 at the
reincarnation.
end
They
there.
didn't get anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Only
such a
one
sloppy
hero in the
fight.
end.
It's just it's like completely split up. Like they like the Beastmaster dove in super far, just gets instantly Fiend's Grip. No one to cancel. Meanwhile, Lina is
Yeah, they
just
tried
like,
to
doing her
initiate
own
there
thing.
onto the Bane. Like, he threw the roar off onto him at the beginning of the team fight, but he got time lapse thanks to the Aghanim Scepter on the Weaver.
Now
So they
buyback
just couldn't
advantage
get their
and
hands
Roche
off him,
advantage.
Yeah,
They
they're
can't buy
forced to
back for
give this one up.
Yeah,
No.
they wouldn't make it in time
Even if they
anyway.
did, yeah, they wouldn't make it. Aghanim Scepter and Refresher Charge from this one. It looks like I took Aegis on the Wraith King. Is cheese that they just left inside the pit.
They
I
might
can
send
see
a
with the
courier
Hawk.
out for this. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. Kunkka is just zooming the courier at the moment, trying to find this thing.
Yep. How much longer is this Hawk gonna last? 11 seconds? He'll make it.
Yeah, I'll make it. Free cheese, thank you.
Radiant's middle tower is
Yoink.
under attack.
Onto the tier 4s they go. Fortification. Gonna go ahead and slow that down. Again, they do have buybacks on all 3 of these heroes, but
They might have used that fort a little bit too early.
yeah, Betty doing work. Mini comes in as well with the Exorcism. A lot of damage here from this Snapfire, but Time Lapse will get him right back up to max HP. The base, it's falling fast. You gotta get in here and stop this. Break onto the Wraith King. He's just super dead. Vitaly on the backside gets the roar onto the Bane, but gets force staff out. Can he actually bring it down in time? No, the Abyssal Blade from the Wraith King is enough. There's the second arena. Sexy Fat holding them in place. Spear onto 2. Yuma absolutely isolated. He's going to buy back into this game, but Lina's got nothing left. Surrounded by the side of APU. The fear from the shard. She's going to get sent back in. I mean, she's going to buy back into this game, but can they actually do it here? Do they have the damage? They're not going for the base. They don't care. APU want the kills, and that is going to be it. 5 heroes wiped inside their fountain. Genic buying back just for fun. Maybe going to take down the Death Prophet, but it doesn't matter. The throne falls, and APU grab themselves a 2-0 here in this first series.
Too much damage. Too much damage from APU, and this Mars ended up being incredibly pesky with the last couple of team fights. Linus couldn't put damage on anybody because he just walked towards the allies he was trying to bring down and activate a bulwark. Managed to get the Wraith King in the first time, but 3 lives just ended up being too much for them to deal with, and they end up falling apart. They stall it out late enough. I mean, Hokori, I love their draft. I thought that they had this game in the bag, but they couldn't close it out early enough.
Yeah, I mean, just better team fights from APU, in my opinion. Like, a lot of these engagements just came down to APU taking better fights and having better coordination during these fights, I think. And yeah, that's going to be it for the South America section of this phase, right? Like, we can pull up the bracket, actually, I believe. I
That
believe we have
means
the
it
technology.
is going to be APU, King of Kings, who qualify for the main stage of this tournament, and they're going to be going on to phase 2, which is groups here. Hokori, unfortunately, it's going to be the end of the road for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me see if I can get the bracket pulled up. I think I'm capable of this.
Yeah. I mean,
There we
I was,
go. Nice. Okay, nice.
I was so certain that they had this in the early game, but again, Yuma's damage started to fall off towards the end game, and Guts playing against Sexy Fat, it was just too hard. I was a little bit concerned about the lack of Refresher Orb on Sexy Fat as the game went late, but he ended up putting in enough work with his bulwark that Lina just could not deal with him, even with the Silver Edge for the break. Sexy Fat just did way too much with this bulwark, and then he ended up going the talent forward as well. No, he didn't. He went for the extra Spear of Mars stun.
Yeah.
But it just felt like Lina wasn't doing damage to him or any of the allies when he was sitting beside them bulwarked.
I mean, they just did such a good job in the fights. Like Vitaly, the Beastmaster felt really strong early on, but it seriously fell off here in the late game. It did not really find much farm at all.
Yeah.
And
Like
then
2 hits in the Wraith King and his big creeps were just dying towards
Yeah.
the end there.
exactly. I mean, you have this Divine Rapier, Abyssal Blade. Like no one's getting away from the Wraith King at all. And well played by APU. They fell to lava just yesterday, but they came back strong today. Grab that last qualification spot, but we're not done. We've got some NA Dota after this, and oh boy, is it going to be a fun one. Arkosh Gaming versus Team Dogchamp right up after a small break. Neff, any thoughts or comments before we throw it to a break?
Very excited for Dogchamp to put Arkosh in their place. Excited for them to participate in the main stage of this tournament. Congratulations to them for their upcoming victory. Let's go.
All right, everyone, we'll see you in a little bit. This is the BTS Pro Series season number 10. We'll see you. I don't know, probably only a few minutes. I'm sure it's only a few minutes. We'll see. I don't know.
It'll be
barring
about
no
15.
problems or the fact that Arkosh may have lost one of their players. We'll see. But stay tuned for more. We'll see you after the break.